All right, welcome everyone to episode number 9 of Kicks at the Castle, a podcast by 3 sneakerheads dedicated to that Disney lifestyle. As Walt would say, to all listening to this happy podcast, welcome. My name is John, and I'll be your host, and I'm joined by the rest of the Kicks at the Castle team. We got Matt.
What's going on, everybody?
And a very special guest, we have Irv back from
Hey, what's good? I'm back.
Yes, we are full strength. So this week we got a great podcast planned for you. We're going to get into our land versus world, talk about some night fireworks shows. We're going to get on property, dip into the DMs, and then we're going to talk about Disney bucket lists. But first, we are going to get into pickups. And since we have not heard anything from Irv, he's going to lead us off. Irv, man, what's happening?
All right, man. So I got a couple of pickups. I got the electric green Jordan 6s. I talked about those, I think, the last cast I was on. But since then, I have gotten another pair of Air Max 1s, and they was just a colorway I didn't have. Then I got another pair of Air Max pre-days that I really wanted to get in them. I just realized I was looking through my phone the other day, and I saw like a reference to the color that I bought like 5 months ago. And it was like, the whole thing was in Japanese. And I took a screenshot like, bro, that's a pretty dope color. I wonder if it's gonna drop. So those dropped. And I'll show those when I get them. But yeah, I got 2 pickups. So that was pretty good. I did miss on a pair of the Air Max 1 LV8 Dark Teals. Like Nike been doing this mystery drop like the past 3 days at 10 in the morning our time, I think. 7 your time, John. Okay. And I knew I've been looking for this pair since they dropped them, and I kind of missed it the first time, and I just knew today was going to be the day. And I looked at my phone at like 10:30, and of course, size 11 was gone. And I was like, well, it wasn't meant to be. Like I said, I already got like 3 pairs of shoes waiting on me, so my wife going to already be looking crazy when we see them. So,
yeah, how many packages are going to be sitting on the doorstep when you get home?
Oh, man, well, I think I got like 4 in the garage. We got like this My Cue thing, so I can open up the garage door when I'm not there. So like I kind of watch the guys and I scream into the camera, hey, bro, hey, put in the garage for me, man.
That's pretty dope.
That's very trusting.
Yes.
You open the garage door up and have them take something out instead of put something in.
And nothing in there but old Christmas ornaments.
So you've been busy, even though you've been home. You've still been busy.
And it's kind of this thing, I think, because I wasn't home, I've really like been shoe shopping more. And I was like, man, I got like a couple of shirts. Like I really went crazy like the past like 2 weeks. I don't even want to look at my account, really.
Yeah, see, for me, it'd be my wife looking at the account and yelling at me about it.
See, Tab's pretty cool about that. She really doesn't really know or care about the money situation. I feel like as long as nothing goes off and nothing goes late, she pretty much let me handle it. So she's pretty trusting of me in that aspect, I should say.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny that we're talking about this because my wife was thinking that there was some fraud on our card and what it was going to cancel our my credit card because she thought there was a porno charge on it because it was Fantasy Feelings. So I bought her the Haunted Mansion shirt. It was actually a shirt I bought for her, but I was like, no, I did that, and it's not.
It was the only Fantasy Feelings card. Yo, that is hilarious.
I'm not even kidding. She was gonna challenge the charge. All right, Matt. How about you, man? What do you got this week?
So this morning, I got stuck on a work call, so couldn't even try to go for the dunks.
Okay.
Honestly, I totally forgot. And then I did pick up some shoes a few days ago, but they're not in. I haven't got them yet, so I'm gonna save them until next episode. But they are some fire.
All right.
Other than that, I mean, what I have in hand, I just got a vintage tee.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, I don't know if this is vintage or not, but I am going to Six Flags on Friday. Yeah, so I got.
Oh, that's cool.
And the reason why I got it is, I mean, obviously I'm going to Six Flags, but like a few days ago, I was just like, wait, like 90% of my wardrobe is like Disney vintage. I'm gonna need like some type of vintage tee or Six Flags vintage tee. And then I was like, oh wait, yeah, they have like Marvel stuff, or not Marvel, DC stuff there. And so I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna find some on Depop. And that was like the first thing I found was like $10. I was like, all right, buy it now.
Nice. That's
Oh yeah, ain't bad.
Yeah. And then that's pretty much it as far as
Nice.
pickups for me.
Cool. Well, I got a couple things. My guy Mark at Tatooine Traders did a sample sale in his story. Right? No, he put it up. So I picked up blind, just put in for an extra large, and I got this shirt. So there was only like 12 of them made. There was a sample. There was a design that they ended up not going with. Just a brown shirt that says Tatooine on it. Also in the mail, I got some luggage tags from Disney World. I think they cost $3,000. Luggage tags for $3,000. Anybody watching on YouTube? They're Mickey Minnie Runaway Railroad. So that was pretty nice. The nice thing is that means my trip is right around the corner. And then I got one more pair of shoes. These dropped, I think, on Tuesday. I paid the extra $5 from Nike to get the 2-day shipping. It's the center court, the black model. My buddy's daughter got married, and I thought these would be great shoes to wear to the reception. So they came in really handy. They were actually super comfortable. And I have the white and the black, and they're awesome shoes. And just like the white ones, they come in a jumbo box that would probably hold a size 15 shoe. And I don't know why they put them in an Air Jordan 1 box, because they are not an Air Jordan 1. You know, it's a center court. So that is my only gripe, is that it like makes hard to stack with, because it's basically the biggest box, which needs to be on the bottom, but it's almost empty. So anyway, that's my pickup. So I'll like Matt, I have a couple other things that are in the mail, so I'm saving them for next week. I kind of like the presentation, the visual presentation for the YouTubes. So again, if some of you are watching this on YouTube, will like I said, Matt's been doing a good job with that. If you're listening to it, check out the YouTube version and see Matt's stuff. You know what I'm hoping is that Matt's going to get a picture of Irv to put in the blank square. I think that would really be fun, and maybe even have it like animate every now and then. I'm looking forward to what you do with that, Matt. And, I was just thinking about, so just for those of you who don't know, Irv is still not home.
No.
He is in a hotel that does have Wi-Fi, so he is audio only. But like I said, we'll take whatever Irv we can get at this point. So, all right, and moving on to Fit of the Week. This is a weekly feature where we select a listener who's tagged us in one of their Disney photos. This week, we've got John Solo, Castle pick, rocking the Emilion d'Or New Balance 550s and a Phantasmic tee. Dope fit. It's nice to see him back in the parks. I think that was his first trip back to Disneyland. I think he's a Northern California guy. Made it down a week or two ago. It was good to see him back in the parks. I think Matt, you're the one that found that, right?
Yeah, I think his account's on private, because he did tag KicksattheCastle, but it didn't post in the notifications in KicksattheCastle. I think it's on private.
Yeah,
but
I think he's got two accounts.
He actually spotted it.
He's got two. He's got a private. I think he's got a private and a public. He's got two different profiles.
Oh, he's one of those.
Yeah, he's one of those guys.
But honestly, like, those New Balances are fire. Like, I'm not a huge New Balance guy, but if I were to choose a pair of New Balances, it would definitely be the ALDs for sure.
Yeah, I wasn't even sure of the number. I zoomed in on the picture and I saw the 550 on it, and I didn't know they were ALDs. They like I said, those are clean. And again, I'm not into the trainers, as the as they say.
Yes, nice. And that that shirt is pretty dope too, man. That Fantastic shirt.
Yeah. Oh, he had the whole thing going, so it was cool. And then the other thing was a side castle shot, which is a little more subtle than the straight on. So anyway, well done, John. And if you want to be featured, just tag us Kicks at the Castle or use the hashtag. Moving on, land versus world. So each week we pick a landmark or an aspect of Walt Disney World or Disneyland Resort, and we decide which park has it better off. Last week we talked about nighttime shows, but I think specifically this week we're going to get into the fireworks since they're coming back. Matt, you want to lead it off?
Disney World, hands down, for sure. Disney World wins.
Boom.
I mean, Disneyland does have a fireworks show, but is World of Color a fireworks show?
No. World of Color is just
it's just projection, right?
Yeah, it's all projection.
Yeah, so yeah, we went hands down.
I don't disagree with you.
Like Animal Kingdom doesn't have fireworks. Magic Kingdom, we have Happy Ever After, and then we have I don't know what the Halloween one is called, but we have the holiday specials. Hollywood Studios has the Star Wars fireworks show. I forgot what that one was called. Not sure if they have a Halloween one, but the holiday one, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam, that one's good. And obviously Epcot Illuminations, RIP, Epcot Forever, and I guess the new Harmonious, I forgot what it's called. So I mean, yeah, you can't really compete with that.
Irv, you want to add on before I retort?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna pile it on. We've got Phantasmic, which is great. Also, I feel like one of the best things about the fireworks at Magic Kingdom is like you don't have to be at the park. The fact that you can go to a resort and see the fireworks, I feel like that's hands down. You know what I mean? Like if you don't have Magic Kingdom tickets, but you can get a dinner reservation and still see the fireworks, man, like you can't really beat that.
Oh, one thing I am excited about is this new place that I'm living at right now is literally like right behind Magic Kingdom, like almost like I think I can see the fireworks from my place.
Oh man, dope.
Too, but we haven't gotten to experience it yet because obviously we moved in like earlier this year, so we don't know if we could hear it.
Yeah, thanks for telling me you moved, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you didn't even put that in your pickups. Come on, that was pickups this week, wasn't it?
Oh wow, I was gonna wait until next week till we all got it.
I mailed Matt something, and I mailed it to his old address. Unfortunately, the person that lives in his old house took it over.
Yeah, I moved. I used to live on the first floor, and then I moved to the top floor.
All right. Well, we'll keep it in our hat what I sent you, but yeah. Thanks for keeping me updated. All right. So for me, I feel like you guys in Florida are like super attached to your firework programs. Like I hear you guys talking about illuminations and how sad everybody is. It's like, I'm gonna be honest. I went to Disney World. I watched one show, and it was the one at Animal Kingdom. Like I saw the fireworks from Splash Mountain. I didn't like. I don't know if it's un-American, but it's like, I mean, fireworks are okay, but I don't need to stand around and watch them. And maybe it's because Disneyland, we've got a fireworks show, but I mean, if it's windy, they cancel it. I don't know if you guys have that there, but like they'll announce that due to the weather, they're going to run. I think that's why they came up with that mixed magic show, and so they have something like a projection show that they can run when it's too windy to do fireworks. But the other thing is that Disneyland's in the middle of a neighborhood, so they probably have a little more issues with doing fireworks in the.
Well, on your next trip next month, fireworks are coming back.
I know.
Take your butt to Magic Kingdom and watch Happily Ever After.
Yeah, you gotta soak it in.
Well, for sure, I want to see Phantasmic because I did not see that last time. Is that running now, or is Phantasmic going on, or is that going to start?
I'm not 100% sure about that.
I don't think so.
Because I think they need to get entertainers for that.
Okay. Well, I'm planning on catching some of the shows because you guys speak highly of it. And although Epcot won't have the new show started yet, right?
I don't think so, no. But I think they'll still have Epcot forever.
Okay. No, I'm going to make it a point to see a few more of the shows and take it all in. I mean, that's kind of the thing is that I was there 2 years ago and I've kind of made a list of the things that I didn't do and try to pick up some of those items, and get the full experience, but yeah, I agree 1,000%. You guys have way more going on with than we do because it's almost like fireworks are an afterthought out here for sure. So we'll mark that one up for you guys. On property is next. Irv, I'm going to take it you haven't been on property.
I have not, but I have a trip planned for Sunday going to Animal Kingdom.
Nice. You got reservations already?
Oh, got reservations already. One of my friends, my homegirl, she's gonna be one of the singers. So she hasn't done it since before COVID. So I'm going to catch her show.
Oh wow.
I'm excited about that.
Nice. So when are you back home? What is it? I don't even know what today is.
I will be home on Friday afternoon. I'm planning on leaving. I want to try to get home by like 3 or 4 so I can unpack everything Friday and kind of chill Saturday and not do anything at all. Then, like I say, hit Animal Kingdom on Sunday.
So by the time we talk again, you'll probably gone to the park Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
Yeah, you know how that goes.
So everybody get ready for some content from Irv. He's got to make up for lost time.
Yeah, man. I probably wear a different pair of shoes every day too.
Nice. Well, we can see some pictures, man.
Yeah, I do it.
How about you, Matt? You make it on property this week?
You guys will be so proud of me because yes, I did. I finally got that park pass reservation.
Yeah.
And we parked up. So
that's what's up.
Yeah. So I forgot what day it was when we went. I think it was Wednesday.
Hey, start out. What shoes did you wear?
I wore the beaters because it did rain. Okay. So yeah. First we went to Animal Kingdom. But yeah, like as soon as we got there, it just started pouring. So, but all we wanted to do there was Everest, but then obviously it was raining, so it was like, and we were hungry, so I was like, all right, let's go get Satuli. We got Satuli, and then literally just left, and then went to or park hopped over to Studios, and man, I haven't been there in like months, and we went on Smugglers, which we have you guys ever heard of Chewy mode?
I have. I haven't.
What's that?
I don't know what it is, but I've heard of it.
So basically, instead of Hondo, I guess controlling the ship or whatever, basically it's Chewy. Like you hear like Chewy like in the speakers, and then like he comes up on the screen and all that. And basically to do that, you just touch nothing. Like don't touch anything. Yeah. And then all of a sudden Chewy just comes on. It's pretty cool. Okay. I've never done it before, but yeah, it was pretty cool. And then after that, we went on Slinky and then Midway Mania. And then after that, I just kind of went home. And then another night we went to Poly, which hella construction over there. Which definitely makes sense why they're not open, but we were able to get a reservation at Kona. I got the lobster mac and cheese, which was pretty good. And my girlfriend got the kids sushi, which is I thought it was pretty funny because they actually have like sashimi on the plate.
Oh, really?
Instead of like raw fish, it's like half of a chicken nugget on top of like sushi rice. It's actually pretty funny and pretty cute. But actually it's like if you're trying to get a kid to like eat sushi, like it's definitely like the perfect thing to get. And I just found out that they don't have the honey butter anymore. I was like super sad when they told me that because we were so excited to go because we were excited to eat the bread and the honey butter. If you guys don't know, those listening, Kona, well, they have it for breakfast, but the honey butter is basically, it's like a sweet butter with macadamia nuts in it, and that with like the sweet rolls is so fire. I'm gonna put the picture of like the sushi and like the butter in the YouTube video
Oh,
for
nice.
those that are watching. But other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Well, I did not make it up this week. I do have a park reservation for Wednesday next week, so I'll have hit Disneyland. I actually have a park hopper also. I'm starting in Disneyland, and then we'll go to California Adventure at 1. I'm hoping to get the Web Slingers boarding pass on the 12 o'clock to try. I'm not eligible to get it on the 8 because I'm starting in the other park, but anyway, hopefully I'll be there soon. Since you were talking about reservations, let me ask you real quick. I've been checking and trying to get a boathouse reservation. Should I just keep looking, or do they pop up as they get closer, or am I just wasting my time continuing to look?
I would check on Open Table too, not just
Yep.
the
Oh,
Disney
really?
World app. Yeah.
Oh,
There's a lot of Disney Springs restaurants that are like third party that run through Open Table too. I mean, Boathouse is still owned by Disney World, but um, a lot of them are on Open Table.
okay. All right. Pro tip. I like that.
They
Yeah, because I've been
do
looking.
walk-ups too. Like if you go to like the whole back and bar area where like the lake is, all of
Mhm.
that is walk-up. So like
Oh,
if you
okay.
find like an open table, you can just walk up and sit there
All
without a
right.
reservation.
Hey, what's your thoughts? Would you rather eat there or at the Edison?
I like seafood, so Boathouse for me.
Okay. I'm trying to finalize dialing in my dining. I keep adjusting it. I kind of want to try both of the restaurants just because I haven't been to either. And I think I can get over there for a lunch. So I mean, is the Boathouse at lunch a good? Is that a good play or
Boathouse is good for lunch for sure.
okay? So maybe
Yeah.
I'll try to
And
get over
Edison is
there.
probably better at night too. So that'll probably be a good mix. So we're
Yeah.
just gonna do Edison.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
been to Edison in a while. I don't know if they have like the entertainment still,
Yeah, that used to be dope.
but
Right.
they do have they do have like good like shareables. Like
Okay.
they have like bacon on a wire. Um they have a pretty good mac and cheese and like
They got a good Impossible Burger.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, so I have a
haven't tried that one
nighttime
yet.
Edison reservation. So because I think the first night, I think I'm going there like on the Thursday because I'm in Animal Kingdom that day. So I'll be hitting it like the second day I'm in the parks, I'll hit Edison. But I figure one of the days on the weekend I'll probably have a late day and probably head over Springs for lunch. So I'll try to walk up on the Boathouse. But you said open table, I'll look at that too. All right, so that kind of covers that. We got some DMs. Wow, we put up a request sticker this week, and man, we got bombarded. So we've got quite a few. I've got 4 of them lined up for us. We'll work our way through all of them, and I appreciate everybody who's participating. That really helps us out. And I like seeing some new names. That was really the cool thing is we got some different people listening and sending us ideas. So the first one is from Fresh Brewed Gilly. Wanted to know the most comfortable J's to wear in the parks. And Irv, what's your favorite J to wear in the park?
I haven't worn any J's in the park yet, but I only have a pair of Jordan 3s, so I'm gonna say Jordan 3s.
That's funny. Matt, how about you?
I'm gonna have to go with the Jordan 4.
Okay.
Jordan 3s are I would say is like pretty close behind it, but I would say a Jordan 4 for me.
Now I was gonna say on the Jordan 4, you got to make sure you're wearing tall enough socks, right? So that friggin' heel tab doesn't hit you in the Achilles all day long, right?
Well, for me, it's a Jordan 3 that hits my Achilles.
Really?
I don't know if like my foot got bigger or what, but like yeah, like because before I used to wear my cement 3s like all the time, and like my Achilles would be fine, and I wore them like a couple months ago, like to the mall, and I was like I had to like take them off. It hurts so bad.
Well, the ones the last couple of years, though, sorry, the 3s the last couple of years, they shortened that heel tab so it doesn't come up above the collar. But the ones I think from 2018 and earlier, the heel tab did sneak up above the collar. But man, the Jordan 4s for me, I think that's a good half inch above the collar of the shoe. And I am going to say Jordan 3 is the most comfortable shoe in the park as well. as Irv. Although I've wore the 4s. They weren't bad, but I wear like a little crew link sock on the 4s. But the 4s definitely hit me in the leg if I don't have tall enough socks. So I think that's the important thing. And I can tell you that the ones, if you're not going for all day, the ones are a good shoe. But man, putting the extra insole in the Jordan 1s helped a ton. And like I said, I was able to do that because I went a half size up. But anyway, thanks for the question. Appreciate it. And then of course we've got a question from Adrian OG 96, who's a regular. We appreciate your input. And he said, what celebrities have you spotted in the parks? Any of you guys have celebrity sightings?
I have actually. Well, actually, I don't know if this counts, but when they're doing the holiday taping at Magic Kingdom, it was last year or maybe it was 2019. Yeah, it was 2019 with Shaggy and Sting. I mean, they were on stage. I mean, I didn't like walk like past them or like say hi to them or anything. I mean, I don't know if that counts, but
no, it counts.
But also it wasn't at Disney, but at Universal at the Hagrid's opening. Like right at the entrance, like right before we're about to walk through the entrance of the ride, Warwick Davis was at the front. And I was like, hey, what's going on, man? And the first thing he said to me was, are you excited to ride the ride?
How about you, Irv? Any celebrity sightings?
I've seen a couple of NBA players. I haven't seen any like celebrities, but I saw Greg Hayward at Magic Kingdom one time, and then I saw the Lopez brothers at Epcot. Both of them, Robin and Brooke Lopez, and like those guys are tall.
They love Disney.
And then, yeah, you see them in person. I'm like, bro, these guys are tall.
Let's see. So I've seen a few. God, this one was like forever ago. I want to say it was like early 2000s. I don't know what year the Diamondbacks won the World Series. Luis Gonzalez was the MVP, and he was in the parks right after they won the World Series, being toured around. He had one of the hosts with them. I mentioned a couple weeks ago that I'm pretty sure I saw Chrissy Teigen recently on one of my last trips.
She cut you off, right?
Yeah, she cut me off. And I met Juju Smith-Schuster. He was getting a Dole Whip. I kind of hung back. It was funny that I saw him, and my wife's like, "You sure that's Juju?" Well, that's totally Juju. And I actually follow him. I checked his Instagram, and he had posted from Cars Land, and he was over by the tiki room getting a Dole Whip. And I waited till he was done, and I went up and just told him I enjoyed watching him play. So I actually talked to him. Of course, my wife did not take a picture of him with me, but I did get a picture of him buying a Dole Whip. So I have that if Matt wants to throw that on the YouTube. It's pretty exciting. And what's funny is I actually noticed him because he was wearing Balenciaga, or no, not Balenciaga. What's he wearing? What's that like sock shoe? Those are Balenciagas, aren't they?
Yeah, those are Balenciagas.
Mm-hmm.
Like those Balenciagas, the ones that look like socks.
Wearing some Balenciagas. So, there we go. He could have been fit of the week. Gotta think about that. Maybe next week. Coming soon, Juju, fit of the week. So anyway, thanks for the question, Adrian. Then the next question would be from Falsey30, one of our Canadian listeners. What Disney franchise doesn't have a sneaker collab that you think deserves one? Irv, what do you got? What do you got on that?
I didn't really know how to answer this question, but I was thinking about a character, and one of my favorite characters is Jimmy Cricket. And if they put him on a shoe, on a sneaker, I would buy it no matter how it looked.
I hear you.
I would say honestly, just all of Marvel, I guess. I know that Nike, they don't really have like official collabs, but they do like inspired by colorways, like the Spider-Man Dunk SB mids, which I had, and like the Hulk mids, Air Jordan 1 Hulk mids, but like there's not really like an official collab with like any.
Well, the Stan Smith Green series did a Hulk shoe. You know, they did what, Tinkerbell, Mike Wazowski. They did all the Kermit. They did all the green characters. They did a Hulk. I don't know. I'm trying to think of Marvel shoes. I mean, obviously, the only Marvel shoe I'm really thinking of is the Origin Story ones. But yeah, you're right. I mean, like a Thor shoe. I mean, I hate to say it, but it feels like Adidas is the one that's going to do that.
Yeah,
They just seem to be
Mhm.
killing the collabs. I actually really like that Toy Story pack that they did. And honestly, like the
all kids.
yeah, the kids ones were better than the adults. Like
Yeah.
that Jesse shoe.
Yeah.
I would have bought that Jesse
NMDs.
shoe if it was my size.
The NMDs were my favorite ones.
Yeah, no, for sure. They did a good job with that. For me, I like the Country Bears, but I don't think they're ever going to get a collab. So I'm not going to say that. I also like Splash Mountain, but I just feel like Brer Fox, Brer Rabbit, and Brer Bear probably aren't going to get a collab either, with the fact that they might be retheming that to Princess and the Frog. You know, what if they did? What if Disney allowed a collab, and instead of characters, what if they did ride inspired? And like they had like a Matterhorn shoe or a Pirates shoe or
That'd be dope.
a Space Mountain shoe. I think that would
Or
be,
Everest, yeah.
yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. If I mean, well, honestly, the Matterhorn and Everest could be the exact same shoe, right?
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
True.
But I think that might be a neat collab as opposed to a character. Do like a ride series. I think they could do some pretty cool stuff with that.
Like a Pirates or Haunted.
Yeah, man, Haunted
be
Mansion
dope.
shoe. I mean, think about it. I mean, you know, I mean, Tower of Terror shoe. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. Disney, cut the check. We got it. We got it for you, man. That's the next idea. And of course, Adidas will be the one to do it because they seem to do all the collabs. So I don't know what's up with Nike unless you're a celebrity, they don't want to collab with you. So, all right. Next question is from Quacktrick 666. Well, demon inspired. What is your favorite ride and favorite food at Disney parks? I picked this one because you just can't go wrong talking about food because everybody likes to hear about food. So, Matt, favorite ride, favorite food. Let's make it challenging. Make it from the same park. Maybe we all pick a different park.
Ooh, dang! I already had mine written down.
Oh,
But
all right. I'll go for it. You go ahead.
So all right, all-time favorite ride is definitely Splash. I don't go on it all the time because obviously I don't want to get wet all the time. But it is like it has all your components of a ride. It's thrilling. It's a dark ride. It goes outside, and it's a water ride. Like no other ride at Disney World can do that, I guess.
Right.
And if we're talking food, like all-time favorite, I guess quick service is gonna have to be get me a lobster roll from Harbor House at Magic Kingdom. And if we're talking table service, I'm gonna have to go with the New York strip from Flying Fish. Probably the best steak that I've ever had on Disney property.
Oh wow.
Better than Yachtsman, better than I haven't had Le Cellier, so I can't speak on that, but I would say the New York strip from Flying Fish is better than Yachtsman.
Well, I'm eating at Le Cellier, so I'll let you know how it is.
Okay. Say what up to Griffin.
I am. I actually changed my reservation so I could be there when he's there.
Nice.
All right, Irv, how about you?
Favorite ride is Pirates of the Caribbean, Magic Kingdom. My favorite food is it's gonna be a Dole Whip pineapple upside down cake.
Oh wow. Okay. Respect. I
Solid.
like
I think it's good, man. I eat it all day.
I like
Is
it.
that seasonal or is that every day?
I haven't seen it in a while, honestly. I don't think I've had it since they opened the parks back up.
I've only had it like once or twice, but it is good.
Okay, so I'm gonna say favorite ride is Buzz Lightyear, the Disneyland version. So that would be the Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters as opposed to the Space Ranger spin. I like that because it's interactive. I'm a super competitive person, so I like the fact that there's a scoreboard at the end of it. It's not just a ride. You can gauge yourself. I'm not great at it, but I'm pretty good at it. And as far as favorite food, I'm gonna say the nachos at Lamplight Lounge would be my go-to. Again, that's one of those things I've been trying to get a reservation for Lamplight for my next 2 trips, and I have not been able to get it. The reservations are super hard to get. They do have a walk-up line, but I don't feel like standing out front of the restaurant. So I only go to Lamplight when I can actually get a reservation because I don't want to wait. They're actually very good about, if you have a reservation, you're sitting down within 5 minutes. They're pretty good about that. So I'm gonna go speed round. I'm gonna take this question. I'm gonna say, Irv, say you're at Hollywood Studios. Give me a ride and a food item that you want from Studios.
Hollywood Studios, ride, I would probably say Tower of Terror. And then food, they have a fried green tomato sandwich at All American Roses. That's pretty good.
Oh, okay. All right, Matt. So say I threw you at Animal Kingdom. What's your ride? What's your food?
Everest, and get me some ribs from Flaming Tree.
Okay. All right. And I'm gonna take Magic Kingdom. And I'm gonna say the Peter Pan float. I had that. And I'm telling you what, when it's hotter than hell in Florida, dude, that Peter Pan float is very refreshing.
You are not wrong about that.
It is very refreshing. I don't know how filling it is, but it's very refreshing. And as far as a ride, I'm gonna go way off. I'm gonna say the Aladdin Magic Carpet ride. I think that's kind of a fun change up of the spinner ride. I really do like the spinning camel out front. I know it's not a thrilling ride, it's a kiddie ride, but it's one we don't have here, so I always try to get on it. It's not the best ride, but I think it, to me, it makes me think of that part of the park when I think, I kind of like that ride. I don't know. It's my low key sleeper ride. I mean, I guess it'd probably be a lot different if I was talking about one of my home parks that I go to all the time. But anyway, thought that would be fun to hit that up. So anyway, I appreciate everybody hitting us up in the DMs. Like I said, we got a bunch. We're going to work through them over the next couple of weeks. Actually, a couple of people have sent in some Land versus World, and we're going to be mixing those in too. So thanks for the participation. I know that at the Kicks in the Castle Insta page, we've had a highlight with that sticker. So anytime you think of something, you can bump into the highlights and you can shoot us a message. Like I said, we appreciate the participation and a lot of love, a lot of new listeners the last couple of weeks. And man, we really appreciate the support. So no guests this week, so no games, although I know that a few people have been enjoying those. Matt's trivia was a hot topic this week. Yesterday, with we might have to start throwing in trivia questions. He might have to blind hit you and I even when we don't have a guest. So that might be something. I'm just shooting off the hip here. So Matt, that might be something you need to start working up every week, whether we have a guest or not. But this week we got a little discussion topic. I saw this floating around. And what is your Disney bucket list? And I actually thought that was pretty interesting. So, as 3 guys who go a lot, I'm sure our lists might be different than others, but I just thought it would be fun to run down. And I'm sure we have a lot of similar items on there. So maybe we'll just go one at a time. See, I probably have 3 on my list. I don't know if they're the same as all you guys, but anyway, so Irv, why don't you lead us off? What's an item on your Disney bucket list?
Well, one item that I really want to do, but I don't know if I'll ever do it because how expensive it is, or even if they'll bring it back. Honestly, is the Adventures by Disney.
Adventures by Disney. I don't even know if I know what that is.
It's kind of like you take like a vacation. I know one of them goes to Africa and you go around and you see a safari and stuff, but it's like a whole Disney trip out of the country.
Dang.
And it's like crazy. It was crazy expensive. So it really is like, a bucket list type of thing. But everything I've ever seen looked amazing.
That's cool. I didn't even know. See, now I got things I didn't even know existed. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be problematic for me. Matt, how about you? What's something on your list?
Are we doing top 5?
I just pull one of them out. I mean, I don't even know if we need to go. I mean, how you want to do top 5?
We can
I
do
just
top five.
figured we were going to have overlap, so I didn't know if we should each give a top 5.
Let's say stay at all the Disney resorts at Walt Disney World.
Dang, that's ambitious.
Yeah, I think I don't have that many left.
I was gonna say it's doable, especially if you got close proximity.
Because I think the only ones I have left is like Old Riviera, Caribbean Beach, Boardwalk, which I'm gonna knock that one off next month, and I think Art of Animation. I think that's it. So just those 5 resorts. I've stayed at all the other ones.
Nice. Hey Matt, mark the time frame right now because something just crawled across your desk and I'm dying to know what it was. So you're gonna have to watch the video. I don't know if you saw that, Irv. Yeah, something walked across that black thing and behind the bottle. So you're gonna have to go back and find it. Dude, I don't know what it was, but something just crawled. It went that way, it went towards the door. So that's actually a cool one. I like that because it's something that you can do. It just takes some time.
Yeah.
It's not super cost prohibitive. I mean, obviously the individual stays add up over time, but it's like, again, it's not something you're paying for all at once. It's something, like I said, you can do it in chunks. Now, that's pretty cool. I actually like that. And I wish I lived closer to that. I could actually do that because that would be a lot of trips for me. How many resorts are there? Are there 13 resorts?
Go ahead and tell you.
Oh, come on. Well, trivia for next week. I don't want to steal your shtick, but there you go. It's a free one. For me, I think I'm going obvious. I'd like to go to Club 33 once. I think that would be, I mean, to me, that is a bucket list thing. You know, I'm not talking about getting a membership. I'm just talking about, you know, being able to get inside. You know, I don't even care about having a meal. I'm gonna have a friggin' drink. So I think that'd be cool. Of course, that's the thing. There's lots of Club 33s, right? Does every park have one?
I know Epcot does, and Hollywood Studios, and Magic Kingdom. I'm not sure if Animal Kingdom does.
Yeah. Well, I know Disneyland does. I don't know if California Adventure does or not, but like I said, that's something to me. I like, and that's like something I doubt, you know, that I don't have the ability to attain that myself. I'm gonna have to look into that somehow. But anyway, that's definitely a bucket list item for me. So I'm impressed. We've each given one out, and we haven't. Was that anybody else's list?
Yeah, that was on mine.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, let's go round 2. I asked everybody to pick 5, so let's go around. Irv, what give me another one.
I want to go to. I feel like this is a one that everybody says too, but I want to go to Tokyo Disney.
Is that your number one non-American park that you want to go to?
Yeah, that's it. And I'm trying to figure out if we're going to try to like squeeze a trip in there or just plan to come to like California again. I would like to make a trip to Tokyo if I could make it happen.
Yeah, I think I mentioned before that I'm trying to get my wife to Shanghai. Because that's a bucket list for me would be Shanghai. But I feel like if I'm going that way, I've seen people do that where they'll hit multiple parks in Asia. I don't necessarily know that I need to go to Hong Kong. I think that's the smaller of all the parks. But I definitely agree with you. I mean, if
there it is. It's a cockroach. I got it.
Hey, Irv.
Yeah.
Guess what the name of this episode is?
What?
I'm not sure.
We had a special guest either way.
I'm not sure I can put in the title, but it's definitely going to be an effing.
Oh my God. That was terrifying. I hate
I told you I saw it, man.
You know what? I think I did. I did see something crawling behind, but I didn't. It wasn't. I don't know if you guys saw me like turn around earlier, but I didn't see it until you said. But
I forgot what we were talking about. Oh,
I forgot too.
the Asian Disney parks. Oh, Matt.
Yeah.
How do you feel what one would you want to hit?
I would probably say Tokyo too, because I heard Disney Sea is like there's nothing like Disney Sea. I heard they spray you with water like everywhere. Like they're all about like getting people wet. Like for their shows and stuff and like their parades. they'll like come by and like spray you.
Part of the show. All right, well, like I said, I agree. Like I said, to me, the draw is Shanghai, but I definitely, like, if I'm in that part of the world, I feel like it'd be silly not to go to Japan. I mean, I don't know what it costs in addition, but it almost feels like you're halfway there. Why not? Why not do it?
Yeah.
Matt, how about you? Give me another one.
Surprised you guys haven't said this yet. Cinderella's Castle Suite.
I don't know what it is. What is that? Enlighten me.
Cinderella's Castle Suite?
No.
It's the
Oh, man.
yeah. So on the top of Cinderella's castle, basically there's a room in there that you can stay in, and you can't buy it. Like, it has to be won in a contest, or they have to like pick you in somewhere in Fantasyland.
Really?
And yeah, basically you have like your own butler or server that they'll bring you like snacks and movies, because I think at the end of the night you can't leave the room. So like when Magic Kingdom is closed, like you can't.
You're in
leave,
there.
like you have to be in the room like all the time.
I can't go chilling around the park in the middle of the night.
Right.
Probably similar to my next one, which was to stay in Walt's apartment in Disneyland. I'm imagining they lock you in there as well.
Is that a thing that you can do though?
The same thing. I don't think you can buy it, but like, I was watching the Property Brothers, and like that was like a reward. They did like a challenge between each other, and the one that won got to stay in Walt's apartment. So I think it's something you've got to be given, or it's a promo, or maybe if you got, FU money, you can buy it, but I don't think it's something that's just, hey, book me down for next Thursday. I'm staying in Walt's apartment. Irv, how about you, man? Any what's the next one? There's a couple I'm surprised haven't come up yet.
Well, I got one that's, that I haven't done yet, that we'll probably do pretty soon also, and that's Disney cruise. We haven't been on a cruise yet.
Okay.
And I really want to do that.
That's one I've been thinking about. So there's the cruise aspect, but doesn't Disney have an island that it cruises to?
Yeah.
So how does that work? So it's like so many days on the sea, and then you're at the island for a couple of days and you come back? Is it, because I've never even researched it.
Yeah, if you have a 3-day cruise, you're pretty much going to spend a day at sea, a day at the island, then your last day you'll be back.
And so they probably have 5 days and 7 days and all that where you
stretch it out. Mm-hmm.
Nice. So is it like basically like a Disney Club Med?
Yeah, and then what stands out to me particularly is they have like the kids zone where they watch the kids all day. So I'm definitely gonna like get them some Mickey waffles and then walk them down there.
So you take them to the daycare and then you go to the nude beach with your wife?
Plans. That's the plans, bro.
That's
how I would get down.
So officially you're saying that there is a nude beach on Disney Island.
I didn't say that. I didn't say we wouldn't find
it will be when he gets there. There isn't one now, but when Irv's there.
Yeah, so I guess that's one where we overlap, is a Disney cruise.
Right.
Because I've never been on one either. But besides the cruise, I would have to say Electroland at Disneyland Paris. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a music festival, but in front of like Tower Terror.
Oh, dang. Yeah. Is that like when does that happen? Is that a nightly thing?
It's usually it's at night. It's usually in the summer, in July, I think. Me and my girlfriend were actually planning to go last year, but obviously everything happened last year.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if they're having it this year. I haven't checked, but yeah, I guess before the Disneygram or whatever, I used to go to like a lot of music festivals, and I always told myself like I'm going to EDC this year, but my last festival I always told myself is probably going to be Electroland. I want to do Electroland before anything.
Actually, this is really awesome because I'm learning about things I didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
that's cool. I definitely would like to make it to Paris. Disney. I've been to Europe, but it's been so long ago. I don't like, for me, Paris isn't necessarily like going to Disneyland. Paris isn't necessarily a bucket list item, but it's definitely something. If I make it back to Europe, I will absolutely go. And now because of you, I will probably try to time it out when that happens, because that sounds like that'd be pretty fun to do. I mean, if I'm going to be there, right? Maximize.
Yeah.
So my next one is Alani. Go to the Hawaii Disney. I think that'd be super dope. I think I've been to Hawaii twice in my life. I know I've got another trip in me. I'm not a huge Hawaii guy, so that's if I go next year for my friend's wedding, I'm definitely going to make that happen. And I don't even know what the draw is like. I guess that's part of the question with some of the stuff is like I don't even know I know so little about Alani and what they do there. I don't even know what to do when I go. So it was nice talking to Justin to hear a little bit about it. But that's one of the things. Like, I totally want to go. I just don't even know what I'm going to do when I get there. Which I know, does that sound weird? Like I just want to go with no agenda.
I mean, that's how you gotta do some vacation sometimes. There's no plans, just kind of wing it.
Yeah, jump in feet first, see what happens.
I mean, that's the other thing is that I get accused of my wife is when I plan vacations, I over plan everything. Like everything super booked and I never build in chill time. And so I guess, like I said, if you saw my itinerary for the Disney World trip coming up, there's 0 chill time. Maybe
That's funny because like when for my trip coming up to Atlanta, like we're doing like so much planning for like Six Flags. I was like, guys, why are we doing so much planning? Like, this isn't Disney World. Like, Six Flags is definitely a park where you can literally just like wing it.
Well, do they? Hey, it's way off topic. Do they sell like the front of the line pass? What is it? Isn't there like an express pass or something you can do at Six Flags?
Yeah, I think they call it the Flash Pass.
Right.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get that?
We're gonna see. Because I think you can still buy it after, but it's cheap. It's like $40. And
why wouldn't you buy it then, right?
Because but my friend who goes all the time say that like sometimes it's not worth it because I mean
depending on the capacity of the day.
Yeah, you about to just walk on half the time too.
Yeah, I know that Universal does. So does you. Wow, way off topic. Does Universal do that in Orlando? Because I know the Universal here, if you buy a high enough level annual pass, you get like that front of the line privilege as well.
Yes, but I think it's after 4 when you get the pass at Universal. But yes, you can still buy it if you just have like a regular ticket or a regular annual pass. It depends on the day and the capacity on how much it is. I think it's like 75 to like $100.
Oh wow, that's some money. But I mean, it depends on what the lines are, right?
Yeah.
And who's got something left that they didn't get to say that hasn't been said?
I don't think I have anything. I think we hit everything that I was gonna say.
Yeah, I mean, you guys said Tokyo, but I mean, like any international Disney park for me.
Yeah, like I said, I would like to hit them all. I'm probably not going to look at the parks in Asia until 2 or 3 years away. Got a couple things I need to do, a couple travel plans I got to hit before that. I would actually look at a travel agent. I think if I'm going to try to set that up, I feel like I'm decent at booking stuff, but if I was going to try to go to Japan, Shanghai, and possibly Hong Kong, that might be where it might be beneficial to pay someone to plan it for me than to try to wait. I don't even know what that costs. I mean, like I said, I haven't even. My son's been to China, so I know what a plane ticket to China costs. But the rest of it is kind of up in the air. I mean, and I know Shanghai Disney. He said it's kind of off the beaten path. It's kind of like you take a train out there. And it's kind of like you've got their version of Disney Springs with a couple of hotels in the park, but it's not really in Shanghai.
Your son went?
He went to the downtown Disney area. He went with a couple of friends and they were mostly there to see family and to party. And his friends really didn't want to go to the parks, but he wanted to go buy me a couple shirts. So he took the train out to their downtown Disney area and bought me some shirts and took a few pictures. And I'm like, you didn't go in the park? Like, well, they didn't really want to go. I'm like, you sure you're my son? So yeah, he spent almost a month in China, but like I said, he was staying with friends. He took Mandarin in college, met a couple of guys that were from China, and they went home for the summer, and he went with them. He kind of stayed at one of their hometowns and went to another hometown. They did some time in a few other cities, and then he flew home. So it was a cool trip for him. It was a nice experience for him. But so I do know that China. I have a rough idea what it costs to go to China, but as far as like staying at the Shanghai Disney hotel or what Tokyo, like airfare from Tokyo to Shanghai. I couldn't tell you what that would run. So I'd probably look into some professional help to plan something that massive. Because I can tell you what, just getting a visa for China, you have to do it in person. There is no consulate in San Diego. So we had to drive to LA to apply for the visa. And they don't mail it to you. You have to go back up and pick it up in person. So that was 2 trips to LA just to get the visa. And there's like, just if anybody's in LA, there's no place to park. Well, there's lots of parking spots, but they are all full. So it's very difficult to park around there. So just going to the Chinese consulate was pain. So I guess, anybody else got anything else? Or are we ready to wrap it up for the week?
I think that's all I got.
That's all we got. All right, man. Irv, it was so good chatting with you again this week. Can't wait to actually see your face next week. Can't wait to hear all your Disney stories, because I know you'll pack it up. And I also want to see those shoes that you've been piling up in your garage. Thanks again to everybody who's listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hey, man, if you guys could leave us a review on Apple, that'd be awesome. And give us a rate. I'd really appreciate that. It would help us out a lot. Again, thanks to Matt for all the work he's doing on the YouTube. So if you get a chance after you listen, give it a watch. Matt does not disappoint. We are Kicks at the Castle. You can follow us on Instagram. Don't forget to use the hashtag Kicks at the Castle or tag us in your Disney posts. My name's John. You can find me on Instagram at Weekends with Walt. Irv, where can the people find you?
Main Street Dad, man. Same page.
Same page. All right. And Matt, how can the people find you?
This week you can find me at the Six Flags Hype Beast. Just kidding. You can find me at the Disney Hype Beast or TDHB Shop.
Nice. All right, man. We are Kicks at the Castle, and we are out. Talk to you next week.
Peace.
Put up the piece for Irv in the video too.